Alright, welcome back to Po Man's Garden. I hope y'all are doing well today. Thought I would just come and show you a tidbit about something I just now thought about. It's palletized limestone. This adds calcium and magnesium to the soil, and also, as you see, it neutralizes acid soils. The tomatoes have been doing not so good. It's not because they haven't had water. I got to thinking about it. Last year I grew tomatoes as well. Tomatoes hate acidic soil. But when they do rot into the soil, as plants do, and tomatoes fell off, cherry tomatoes that I couldn't pick, they're acidic. They put acid in the soil. Tomatoes are acidic, but they hate the acidic soil. I just don't figure. I don't know why, but that's the rule of thumb. And if you start getting stuff like this, that's why. You know, it's been an off year for my garden. For tomatoes anyway. They still have plenty of them hanging on it. But look at this bell pepper plant. This thing is doing awesome. I mean, that's just one plant. There's another one. Look at the bell peppers on that one. When they start growing them, they start growing them. These are almost ready to be picked. Look at that. There's another beauty. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, the squash is doing pretty good. And I wanted to touch base if people don't like squash, but you want to grow zucchini. They're basically similar. You know, they have huge leaves. They're more jagged than squash plants. And there's two different types. There's yellow zucchini and green zucchini. And I mean, there's really no difference. I mean, one's yellow, one's green. Now, another question's like, will the green ever turn yellow? No, not on zucchini. Or will the yellow ever, they start green? No, they start yellow, just like squash. It starts just like that from the bloom. And this is another thing I wanted to show. If people have never grown crookneck squash, there's one right there. This one looks like it's getting ready to start rotting. And you need to pick it. Just grab it. And let's see if I can get a good picture of it and just pull it off. I've had it where I've broken the whole neck off before. You know, you don't want them to get too big because they get tough, just like anything else. And that's about the right size. Maybe a little bit smaller like that. Because they get tough if you let them stay there. Now, oddly enough, I'm going to have to water this garden today because, as you can see, the one I planted the other day is dry as a bone. That quick. All of a sudden, the rain just stops. Which I'm glad I can mow my yard now. Keep it halfway decent. It doesn't look like it, but yeah, it's halfway decent. And everybody in this area is in the same boat, I guess. The only thing is I had to keep the tomatoes up because they start splitting if they have too much water. You gotta have the right amount. It's either too dry or too wet. It's just a constant battle, but it's still rewarding. I mean, I got enough aromas again to make some more sauce. So that's good. And we'll be doing that soon. Told you I'd take you in the kitchen and show you. And the cilantro's looking pitiful. I'm gonna have to pull that plant up. I don't want to, but man, it is what it is, you know. Alright. It's not hard watering it. Here, I give you back just for a little bit. You don't want to drown them, because we just put these seeds down here not too long ago. A couple days ago, there was plenty of moisture in there. Now, there is such a thing as seed rot. If you put too much moisture in there, it will rot the seeds. I mean, just something that happens. Now, you'll get wilting sometimes on your plants during the day. Don't panic. This is a natural thing. You'll see that looks like mud, but that's that limestone starting to melt going into the ground. Now here's a tidbit that a lot of people didn't know. If you're growing watermelon and it starts to turn black on the end, that's because you need more calcium in the soil. A good way to avoid that is to crush up some tums or rollades and put them in the hole before you plant the plant. Told you I had tips and tricks. And that's just one of those things. I mean, cantaloupe really doesn't require that much. Neither do pumpkins. And all I'm doing here is mainly just trying to get most of the limestone in the ground. Trying to start it melting a little bit. Doesn't take a whole lot, because there's still plenty of moisture in the ground. It's the way it is. And the kids bubble, I don't know what, I guess bubble shooter. Kid loves bubbles. That's something else. You can get your kids involved. That's what happened to me. That's why I know what I know about gardens. I got involved when parents and grandparents went in the garden. I was with them. And of course, my grandfather had a tractor, so we plowed it was a pretty good spot. It was about a half acre size garden, which is pretty good size. I was always with them, always. It's just the way it was. I mean, it's a good, wholesome thing to get them in on it. That way, when they get older, they can keep growing their own vegetables and canning their own stuff, which is a dying art even today, which is coming back, but not like it, not like it should, because like I said in the previous video, everybody wants it done for them. Now, we rely on everybody else, we'll never be able to do this. Now, next year, you'll see tomato plants in this garden. In this one, I will have probably cucumbers and cantaloupe. My wife's talking about not getting me, but us getting a third one. Now, I'll probably put it down there next to the blueberry bush in that corner. And as you see, I live in a neighborhood. It's nothing special. I don't have a whole bunch of land. I have about an acre maybe. But it's, you know, it doesn't require a whole lot of time. I've been out here less than 10 minutes. Well, over 10 minutes actually. About 15. Because I had to go out there and get the limestone out the building and get the hose. Thought I would show y'all that little tidbit. It's a little bit shorter video than I'm used to, but it is not as entertaining as the last ones, I guess. Nice Roma tomato. Now, if it has spots and discoloration, it's just the heat. Don't worry about it. It's still good to eat. As long as it doesn't have a split, it's okay. This is a Roma tomato that will go in the sauce. They're about 2 to 3 ounces. You know, they don't get very big. But I have about 15 to 20 in the house that I've gotten off these plants. Yes, 15 to 20. This is just one plant. I mean, you can see them everywhere. And there's some down there that's changing too. So, you know. So hopefully with this calcium going into the soil with the limestone, you know, it took me a minute to figure out what was going on. But once I did figure it out, and that's what you don't want in your garden. Stink bug. They eat plants. Kill all of them you can. They've been in my garden. Oh, I caught you. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a plant killer. So he will be going bye-bye in just a minute. I won't promote killing on the channel, but I'm not gonna let it eat my plants. See, you've got to come out here every few days, every day at least, and check and see what's going on. Just standing here rambling to you guys, and I found that caterpillar starting to eat. I found a fruit worm the other day when I was out here with my wife. He bit the farm too. So that's stuff you gotta watch out for, you know? It's always stuff you gotta watch out for. And I mean, this is like livestock. You've gotta check it every so often. If you don't, that caterpillar would have ate that whole limb by the time I found it the next day. It looks bad. But anyway, thank you guys for helping me with a caterpillar, and thank goodness I thought about the limestone, because next year it would have been just twice as bad. So I'm going to have to treat the whole garden come this fall before I plant garlic. Yes, garlic. Talking about spinach, cabbage, iceberg lettuce, all that cold crops. Not cold, but cold. C-O-L-E. But it's still July. So we ain't worrying about the fall right now. But yeah, thank you guys for helping me with that caterpillar. If I hadn't been out here talking to you guys, I probably would have never seen it. I would have thrown that limestone down, watered it, and walked away. So I'll see you on the next one. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment this video. And we'll see you on the next one.